Welcome today. I just wanted to do just kind of a quick first thoughts on the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. It's actually kind of a dual first thoughts. It's also the Vortex Defender CCW. Um, just so you know, we're empty here for those that care. I just got this, and it's going to be my new EDC, the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. I took it to the range the other day, this week, and I put about around 250 rounds downrange. Perfect. No issue at all. Ran like a top. I would even say that the trigger's even gotten a little better here. I think this actually has a very good trigger. The reset can be a tad long, but it has a very short take up. See if I can get it here a little bit closer here. And I'm just going to give you a little show the trigger here real quick. And we got the trigger safety right here. And that's it. Like this is literally it right here, from here to the wall. It's very short take up. Right there's the wall, and then you get the clean break. And sorry, trying to keep that on camera there. And then let's see if I can show you the reset. You see, it kicks out there. I think some people sometimes think that that's the reset, but that's the trigger kicking out. Which my shadow system, the trigger kicks out like that too. There's a couple other firearms I've used. It kind of kicks out. It makes give you the idea that it just resetted, but it don't. You got to go a little further, right there, and you can hear it. It's a little bit more of an audible click than the initial kick out, and then it breaks. So I'll just show you that one more time here, a little up close. This is a very good trigger, actually. I adapted to shooting off the reset on this actually fairly quick. That's it. This is the take up. Trigger safety's in. Wall. Break. Get that back on camera here, and that's the kick out. It might confuse you. You have to get used to it. And then there's the click, which is very shortly after it. So the reset's actually not bad. It may get a little better. I put a few more rounds on it, but it's very good. It's an excellent gun, honestly. I'm not a great shooter by any means, just a novice really, and I had this at 15 yards, and I was just able to, shoot fairly quick, even for a novice. At 15 yards at an 8-inch plate, and keep nailing the target. The impulse, the recoil impulse on this seems very low compared to some other firearms I've shot. It's very comfortable to shoot. I have a Canik subcompact Elite Canik TP9 Elite subcompact, and honestly, I'd rather shoot this. I actually prefer the trigger on this. The Canik has a nice short reset, and it has a very long, extremely long, a lot longer than this normal take up, and they tend not to have really defined walls on some of those, at least the smaller ones. I'm not sure about the more full-size guns. I heard they're a lot better. But anyways, but yeah, I would rather shoot this than my Canik TP9 subcompact Elite, which I think is around 3.6 inch barrel. This is 3.1 inch. Not a huge difference, but this is definitely more comfortable to shoot for me as far as some of my smaller firearms goes. But anyways, very good grip texture. Takedown's easy. I have the thumb safety. I just prefer a little bit of extra safety. Then here's your slide release. Here's your takedown lever. Not a whole lot to it, honestly. Um, and it's your mag release. I can actually show you here real quick. Empty mag, and you know, you get a nice good kick out with the mag release. Excellent firearm, definitely one of my favorites. Definitely deserves its reputation. Real quick, I might do another video on it. I'm not really sure. It's just a red dot. There's not a whole lot to the red dots, but this Vortex here, this is very nice actually. Some people mention about this the refresh rate being a little slower. I mean, that's, I can see in theory some people not liking that, but if you're shooting quick and you don't notice anything, I don't really think it matters. I mean, I don't know what the refresh rate is this compared to, you know, a Hollow Sun, you know, EPS carry, which I have on my Elite subcompact. I don't know, like I don't think they list those numbers, at least not that I'm aware of. But I just know I didn't have any issues tracking this dot. Actually, this window is actually very tall. It's a very tall window actually on this, and it was very easy. I was able to quickly acquire, this is a 6 MOA, I was quickly able to reacquire the dot for those follow-up shots at, for me anyways, a quick pace, especially with a smaller firearm. Excuse me. I don't know, excellent dot. I know the battery life's not great, but it's top loading. I don't really see that as an issue. I mean, if you get, technically it's supposed to be over a year depending on what setting you have it on. We'll see how long it lasts. I haven't had it to, you know, see what its real world numbers look like. I don't personally really care either way. It's top loading battery. You change it very quickly. I haven't had to change it yet. I haven't had it long either though, but I think for normal use, you should probably be able to get close to a year, I guess, but you know, time will tell. But excellent dot, rugged. They even put this little, I think it's like some kind of little extra shock absorber here on the top. You got your brightness up and your brightness down here. You probably can't see it that well on camera. It's a bit dark down here. Your wind adjustments. One thing I will say is your up, and then here's your right to left. Right here you probably can't see it too well. One thing I will say is it doesn't have audible clicks when you adjust the for you know, windage, elevation, whatever. When you're adjusting the clicks, most of my dots do, like the E-Flex, the Trijicon, RMR. They have very defined clicks when you turn it. My Hollow-Sun EPS carry does the same thing. When you turn it, you don't. There's no feedback. It's just kind of like you just kind of have to turn it and just kind of, just kind of work with it. It might take a little longer to zero, but the Hollow-Sun EPS carry is the exact same way. I'm not. It's a con. It's definitely a con. But it's nothing you can't work with. You don't really have to have the feedback. It just makes it a little easier, and it's nicer. You know, it's like having a holster that, you know, makes a retention, you know, makes a nice positive click. Like, it doesn't have to do that as long as it fits and it's in there, who cares? But you like to hear that positive feedback, and that's the same thing to me with the MOA clicks on these dots that don't have any feedback. This doesn't have any feedback. EPS carry doesn't have any feedback. Con, but doesn't really affect performance, and it performs very well. I really like this dot. They're $249.99. Excellent buy. I would definitely buy another one. Of these. I do have a Canic that Mete MC9 coming. I'm probably just gonna. I might just put my Hollow-Sun EPS carry on that. Money's kind of tight right now, you know how it is. But if I end up ever buying another dot for a micro, I'm just going with this one. You know, no plate. I know some people do modifications to fit their Hollow-Suns, but I'm not modifying anything. This is a great dot, 250, no plate. I would just pick this up, mount it directly down, and you're good to go. But anyways, I'm going to do a 1,000 round review on this. I got about 250 on it so far. I'll update the the Defender, Vortex Defender CCW, as I go through the 1,000 round review on this Smith & Wesson Shield Plus, and keep Yinz updated on both. Make sure the dot, holds 0 and, doesn't have any issues. But I expect this Shield Plus, though, to run flawlessly. Probably definitely one of the best, easily one of the best micro 9s you can buy. And these, not everywhere. I know the rebate, I think, just ended, but like my shop, not far from where I live, like a lot of places around here, optics ready, night sights, $3.99. I know online a lot of them are $449.99, $450. That's where you see most of these for, is about $450. But you can find them for $400. Even online, there's a website, I believe it's Family Firearms. You can check out. You can email for price, and they'll quote you a price back. And I believe you can get these for around, at least when I looked last, it was like anywhere from like $375, $380. And then at the time, you could get a $50 rebate as well. But that's actually what I did. I saw them at my shop later on for $3.99, but I actually had bought one already off Family Firearms, and I think I got it for about $3.75 retail, and then I even sent in for the $50 rebate. So I actually paid right around, if you don't count tax and all that other stuff, but right around $3.25 for this Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. Like I said, night sights, optic ready, and just it's Smith & Wesson, Cold Stone reliability. You can't go wrong. I would definitely recommend it. But like I said, I'm going to do a 1,000-round review on this, and I'll post another video updating both the Shield Plus and the Vortex Defender CCW in the future. Thanks for watching.